Okay, so this came today. This incredible little thing is the Brs 3000T. It's the smallest, lightest stove in the world apparently. It's titanium alloy. It is tiny, absolutely tiny. I think it comes from China or something. It's actually quite incredible. Not only is this an incredible 25 grams, but it actually only cost me £11 on Amazon as well, which I'm both happy about and concerned about. But I thought I'd fire it up straight away and see how it does. I can see it's got wind deflectors where the gas comes out, which is pretty good, so the wind shouldn't be able to blow it out all the way around. Gives it a little bit of extra wind protection. It's got a regulator. It feels a little bit flimsy, but we'll see. See the arms. I've got a little nodule there. It actually feels quite sturdy once it's sort of locked into place like that. Seems okay. Let's very quickly fire it up. Yep. There's little indicators on the side for on and off. What I'm going to do is just boil up a little bit of water. I'll go for I think that's about 500 mils, which is, you know, about as much as you would want for a dehydrated meal or a really massive cup of tea. That's on full. Okay, I won't put the lid on. Obviously adding the lid would speed up the boil time a little. Pretty much got it on full. Starting a little bit. Don't think I'm losing too much heat from the sides. Can isn't getting heated up in any way. Oh, it's already starting to simmer. would say that's a boil right there. Okay, so it took a little bit longer than I was expecting it to take. It's sort of, people on YouTube seem to be suggesting it takes about 2.5–3 minutes or so to, you know, boil like a litre of water or whatever. The water was, I didn't take the temperature of the water, but it was fairly cold. It was just out of the tap. It's not windy, and it's not that cold either. It's about 11 degrees Celsius, and I'm pretty much at sea level. It would have probably worked a little bit better if I had a lid on, obviously. I wanted to try it pretty much on full, as much as I could, without losing heat at the sides. I could see a little bit of the heat being lost round the sides on full, and I might, in practice when I'm actually out using it, turn the heat down a little bit, and hopefully that'll direct more of the heat up towards the bottom of the pot rather than around the pot. It seems okay though. It's a bit spluttery. I don't know if that's just because it's brand new or what. This is a new canister. From what I gather from people on YouTube and online who are getting quite a bit of use out of it, it seems to be working quite well, so I'm fairly encouraged by what they're saying so far, to the point where I actually ordered this in order to replace my pocket rocket, which is much bigger and heavier, and I wanted something small enough and light enough that I could put inside this pot and take with me on through hikes. I'll be going on a through hike next week with this, so I'll be using it 2 or 3 times a day, maybe even 4 times a day, every day for 5 days, while travelling. So that'll be a real world indication as to how this thing really performs. If something goes drastically wrong with it, if there's some sort of failure or something seriously wrong with it on that trip, I'll update this video and tell you what that is. If everything goes pretty much as expected and it operates and functions just like any other sort of gas stove, then I won't bother with the update. This is just really a first look at this little stove if you're thinking about getting it. Incredibly good value for the money. Like I say, £11 it cost me online, which, you know, I'm pleased about in one sense, but also concerned about in another, that, you know, it's Chinese, which means it might not be of the best quality because, well, quality is not their top priority. That being said, you do also get very good quality Chinese products these days. I used the Snow Peaks titanium mug for this test, and I filled it up to the 0.5 level. That's cool already, so it cools down very quickly. Titanium doesn't tend to hold the heat very well, so that's, I suppose, another advantage, is that it cools down pretty quick. Look at that though. This is a sort of normal size Bic lighter. Comes with this little stuff sack, which is handy.